YouTube, how's it going? It's your boy Ollie bringing a brand new video. We're going to be talking about CDL pros, basically. This is a list of all the CDL players. I think some of them are not in the CDL anymore. This is a list I was given, so we're just going to go through this list. For the people that are not in it anymore, I'll probably put them as last picks because there's a reason why they're not in them, but these are all the top pros and where I would put them. Let me just scan through who is not in the CDL anymore. I'll put 0 here, bro. He Garbo. He used to be the GOAT, man. Who else? Zini would be last pick. I think he's a good player, though, so I don't know if I want to put him down there, but we'll put him there for now. We'll just go through the list and we'll first. Yeah, let's just start off with the good players, or wherever the first list is. Abizi. FaZe, Abizi. FaZe is the best team of the year. They won CoD champs. You got MVP, bro. He's the god tier. He's the best entry player in the game. We all know that. He drops like 1.2s and 1.1s as an entry player. That is insane. Accuracy, I think he's a good player. He's a really good AR. So I would put him here. I feel like everybody in London can't be in here because they're not that good. So I'm just going to put... I think London had like one good player. That was Afro. I don't even think he's in this list. So, apathy, same. I'll put you decent for your history background, but you're not that good. Aqua, I think Paris, he was their best player. I'll put him decent. Arcitys a god tier in the god team. He is probably the worst player on the team because of how this year's went, but he's still a really good player. I think statistically he could have been better if he was in a different team. He should be in this area, top 16, but for some reason I want to put him around here. I might switch this out and put him in the league. But right now, from the year he wasn't amazing. He had 0.7 series and stuff. He had a 1.5 series. He's done good shit, but yeah. I'll put you at decent. Attach would be decent. I don't think any of these guys are great. Bance would be good. Ultra had a good year when Bance was insane. Stage 2 when they won. If he was doing that all year, he would be God. This guy was insane during that period. Hook, you used to be good. I don't know what happened to you, bro. You down here now. You washed. Classic down here. I don't think he's ever done good. You're down here. Okay. I want to see who else I want to put down here because we could just fill up the bottom of the list real quick. I would probably put you here. Scraps wasn't that great. He's a great player. Like a lot of people have a great career that have went down on this list. Zini was a good professional player for a while. He was consistent. Hoop last year was insane. Probably the best player besides Shotzzy. Scraps was always a top tier player, but like these 3 players have fallen down hard. Asim is where I don't know where to put. So Asim, I think, is a great player or a good player. He's like back and forth to me here. I'm gonna put him good for now, and we'll see what I need to switch around later. I think Crim is with Arcitys. He's a great AR player. He's been playing great. He's not the elite or god tier level, but he's there. Cammy, I would put him at god tier. He is Ultra's MVP besides Insight. But I think Cammy's probably one of the best flex. He makes the craziest plays. He's insane. I think you have to put Selly in my god tier. Selly's one of the other best flex in the game. I would put Clayster elite. I don't know if I'll put him god. We'll see. But Clayster had, until he retired and then came back, he was playing great. And then he came back and then he brought his team back. I think every time he's played with his team, that team's been like a top 3 team, in my opinion. You know, they have close series and stuff, but when he's not there, they struggle. And you can kind of see that. I think in this list, you don't have Hydra in here. But if Hydra was in here, I'll put him god tier. And instead, we have Diamond Con, but Diamond Con was not that good. I wish we had the up-to-date list, but we don't. But if this was, I'll tell you what I'll put if it was Hydra. If Hydra was here, that would be god tier, 100%. Clemix, I think, was a great player. Probably a good player. I put him good. Them two are good. They both had their moments, I would say. Dashy, I think, is up here. A god tier. He was the second highest KD in the league. He made some insane plays. He was good. I put Envoy probably at great. He had his moments. Wasn't the best, but wasn't bad. I would also put Formal at great. He was a good AR. He struggled against the top teams. That's the reason why I want to put him at good. But I think he can be either here or here. I'm going to put him at great. Gunless, you had a good year, but you weren't amazing. Octane, also a good year. Pristini was decent. Looney was decent. I would put probably Big Wake at decent. I would put Slacked and Neptune at decent. Or good, not decent, good. I might have to put more than 8 people on each of these lists. We'll see. Like this, I don't think Temp was good. He needs to be done here. Don't worry about these numbers. So we gotta put Simp here. We all know Simp is a god tier player. I think he's the highest stats in the league overall. Elite was a great flex. Maybe not elite. Major Maniac, I think did good. I think I'm gonna put Slack right here. I went too far down. I think I'll put Neptune here too. I don't think these guys, they had their moments. I think their good player was Skies. Skies, I think you would put at probably elite. And he's by himself. Like, if you see Slack, then you see the rest. I mean, you see Skies, you see the rest of his teams. Scump was probably god tier, I would say. He was their hard carrying a search, and he had a great year. Probably one of his best years. Shotzzy has to be god tier. He went insane when they needed him. I think Slasher was a good player. TJ, you're just washed. I think Shani had a decent year. Kenny, you also had a decent year. Mac, you did good. Nothing amazing. He was just good. Silly, I don't know what happened to you. Vivid. Okay, so if we're talking about Vivid as a whole throughout the year, I think in the beginning he was still shaky, but when he was with Empire, I think he had a good year. He did the BZ type role. He just kept flying, gunning, and I think he did pretty well at it. I think I would put him at a great. And now I want to see if I want to switch anything up. I think this is the god tier right here. I might put Clayster with them. I think these are the top 8 players in the league. Skies should be here. I'll put Arcitys probably here then. If I'm looking at the list, because I think Arcitys was better than Formal. I think Crim would be up here too. And that's Yeah, I think that is probably the best list possible. Yeah, that's my list for CDL players 2021. If you want to add more players like the recent lineups, I think like Hydra would be god tier. You got to put him up there. Afro, because I think this is missing Afro, he would be great. Probably, maybe even elite. Insight would be god tier. Insight was the best AR by far this year. There's no AR better than Insight. So I will say this is, if you had to pick by role, best AR player was Insight. Best flex player was Celium. Cammy can maybe fight for that spot, but I think he's a little bit behind. Best sub player was either like the entry sub was a BZ. That's by far, and then the best like actual like the second sub, the one that slays, is like Simp. Maybe Shotzzy if you want to put him there. I think Dashy was like the second best flex. This Scump was in the top 4 subs. He wasn't the best sub, but he was up there. He could compete with them. And his Search and Destroy helped a lot. I think Clayster was a close second best AR behind Insight. Consistency wise, he was really good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this list, and I'll see you guys motherfucking later. Peace.